to my channel. Welcome back to my usual homies, my subbies. Thank you so much for engaging with me, for liking, for commenting. I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope that by the end of this video you will find me worthy of your subscription. I think I am worthy. Please do subscribe, please like, please comment, please engage with me. My name is Stali. If you're new here, I produce content on this channel that ranges, it's a wide range of content, but on this particular episode you are watching the fifth episode of Payday Chats. This is the fifth and last one for the year, and I just thought let's do a Christmas edition, right? I'm actually gonna grab my book here. I made some notes. Today we're going to discuss how to enjoy your Christmas and still keep your finances intact. This is the festive season, Christmas season. This is spending season. Things do get out of control, and I am going to try to give some tips on how you can survive this season without having squandered all of your money, right? So I know, I mean, it is a festive season, people are jolly, no one is trying to listen to anyone tell them to save, but I'm here and I'm unrelenting, all right? So you're gonna have to bear with me. So let's start, right? So the first thing that I think is important to do in the season is to budget, right? Budget like you normally do. I usually say budget is actually a permission to spend. It's not a restriction to spend, or rather it's not a hindrance to spending. It's just a permission to spend. It just says how much you should spend, you know. So I think that it's important to drop a budget, provision for your fun, provision for your family's activities and entertainment, like write beforehand or plan beforehand the activities that you want to engage in with you and your family in this festive season, and drop a budget so that you're able to see what your disposable income will be for this season and plan your activities accordingly. Provision for the fun that you want to have in this season accordingly, and don't go into debt just to have fun and entertainment, because January is coming. You know, those school fees are coming, those expenses are coming in January. Life is continuing in January, you know. So yeah, have a budget. A budget will help you visualize properly the amount of disposable income that you have, and you can plan accordingly and survive the festive season with your finances intact, right? So the second thing that I want to say is, before you spend on anything, think about it, right? So usually during the season, this is when people buy lots and lots and lots of things, which compounded do not directly contribute to your joy, you know. Think, for example, I know usually on Boxing Day, after Christmas festivities, after Christmas feasts, which many families do, I grew up like that. So what ends up happening though is you end up eating things because they are there, not because you're yearning for them, and not because they are directly contributing to your satisfaction, right? So I'm just saying, instead of buying all the biscuits in the shop, find out exactly which biscuits are your people's favorite, your children, your sisters, your brothers, everyone in your family that you're going to be spending time with. I assume that Christmas time is family time, so I will keep on referring to family, just bear with me. Find out which ones are their favorites and get those ones rather than getting everything, you know, because if you're just eating something because it's there, you've essentially wasted your money, because you are not contributing to your enjoyment. You're not directly contributing to your enjoyment. What's the point of spending so much money on things that are not going to contribute to your enjoyment, right? It doesn't make sense. So let's not do it even during the festive season. Yeah, so the biscuits are just an example. I'm just saying, for everything that you're going to spend on, just ensure that it is going to directly contribute to or directly increase your enjoyment, your level of contentment, right? So that you don't waste money on things that you don't even enjoy. All right. So another point is, usually, or many companies have a December year end. So this is around the time when people will get their bonuses, their 13th checks, and those extra payments. Manage those things. Keep them tight. Manage those things. How I reason is, your bonuses and your 13th checks and any extra payments are a direct result of your labor, right? And so I believe it follows that they should be treated with as much respect as our salaries. I do hope you respect your salary. You should. We spend a lot of time earning our salaries, and time is a very scarce and special resource. So if you're spending your time to earn something, I think that you should respect that thing. So in the same light, our 13th checks and our bonuses are a direct result of our labor. And it follows then that they should be treated the same way. If you got a bonus or you got a 13th check, I think it means, actually I'm certain that it means that you have worked hard. You have stretched yourself. You have given your best to your employer. If you're getting a bonus and you did not work hard at all, please kindly send me the details of your company. I just want to see something. So guys, if you've worked yourself, if you've worked yourself, yes, you have applied yourself, you have given your best, and you are being rewarded for it, why squander that money? Because that is your labor. Why squander your labor? Right? So I think that those monies, they can also be planned. It's important to manage them. So once you get your bonus, your 13th check, or whatever bonus payout you may get in this December, I know that it's not everyone, but I think that it's a lot of people. Plan for it. Do apportion it. Do something like plan that maybe you will take 20 or 30% and go and squander it. Go and go crazy. Do something that you want to do for yourself to reward yourself for all the hard work that you've done. But take a better chunk of it to use it for something useful, something that will contribute to the greater good of your financial future. Something like paying a huge chunk into your mortgage or bond if you have one, paying off your credit card debt. I don't know, like buy a piece of land. Do something that eventually will contribute to you having a better financial future. But you can still use a small portion of it, like 20 or 30%, to, like I said, to spoil yourself. You know, you don't have to spoil yourself with 100% of it. You know, you honestly, that's just what I think. But yeah, that's just what I'm saying. Take it or leave it. It's up to you. I'm just saying that you will thank yourself in the future for having done something worthy with your bonus payments. Another point that I want to bring to light is stockvels. I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, our parents, our mothers, usually it was mothers, would engage in stockvels throughout the year, such that in December we buy lots and lots of groceries when they share their stockvels. By the way, I do think that we need to have a conversation about how we can do stockvels better and stop making them just about consumerism. But that's a whole conversation on its own. I hope to have that conversation sometime next year. I do have some ideas of what can be done, because the stockvel industry in this country is huge and it cannot be taken for granted, and it has so much potential. But at the moment, it's mostly based on consumerism, which I think is a problem. I do know that there are people who are starting investment stockvels, like property stockvels. Those are very good, and I think that we should rather focus on that than consumerism. But anyway, what I wanted to say about stockvels is, I know this is around this time, this is when stockvel ladies I know it's usually ladies. I don't know if men are doing that these days. If they are, please let me know. Let's talk about it in the comment section. The ladies that are involved in stockvels, what I wanted to comment on is, when you share your money and go do your big groceries and benefit from economies of scale, our mothers used to apportion that as well, such that you buy festive groceries as well as house needs. Like they would buy lots and lots of, maybe like washing powder, lots and lots of things that you need in the house, such that when the festive season is over, you are still benefiting from your groceries that you made around this time from stockvel sharing, right? I don't know if modern day mummies are doing stockvels like our mummies used to do it. I'm just saying, if you're part of a stockvel or something, think about what you're going to buy with the money that you've shared. Don't just buy all the biscuits in the shop. Don't just buy all the chocolates in the shop. Don't just buy all the meat that is going to be eaten over just the festive season. You know, think about buying things that will save you in the future as well, things that you're going to need in the house, so that you can in the next year save or repurpose the money that you're going to spend on washing powder and whatever. And groceries are going up. Rather repurpose that money to something else, maybe savings or investment. I know it might be very small amounts of money that we're talking about here, but guys, do not underestimate small amounts of money, all right? Small amounts of money have a compounding effect, and they can put you steps ahead if you take care of them, right? Do not have a mindset that says that you need to have a lot of money to start saving, to start investing, right? The little bit that you can save it. The little bit that you can invest it. So even with these things that I'm mentioning, if you manage to buy lots of washing powder, lots of toilet paper, lots of, I don't know, dishwashing liquid, lots of whatever things that you need around the house, those little bits that you can save are still worthy, are still worth saving, they're still worth investing, they're still worth planning for, right? And then one last thing I think that I wanted to say is, for those workplace gifts, I don't know if anybody gets workplace gifts. I've worked for 2 companies so far, and I noticed that they tend to give gift vouchers at the end of the year. I think if your company does the same thing, you could be smart by actually using those vouchers to buy things that you had already planned to do during your festive season. Let them contribute to your budget. You let them be an extra that just helps your budget, you know. I think that could be smart. So yeah, I think the message is short and sweet, and I hope that these little tips can actually help you think about your budget in this time, protect your budget in this time, so that you can still survive January and all the coming months and all the coming responsibilities of life that do not go away because it's festive season now, right? And you need to have fun, right? So I think those will help. Another thing is, some activities don't actually have to cost money. You know, if you're going to be spending time with your family and you especially have little kids can be entertained by very cheap things. Making them create things out of paper, for example, making them even create Christmas decorations by themselves. That is an engaging activity. They will have lots and lots of fun doing it, and you get to spend minimal money, right? So some things really do not require, just think about some activities that you can do that do not require spending money. Sometimes spending time with family should not always equate to spending money. You can think about such activities that you can do that will contribute to your fun, that will contribute to your quality time with your loved ones, without having spending money, or without stressing about spending money. I've seen a lot of people, sometimes even if you stay in the cities and when it's December time, people have to go home. People actually stress about the amount of money they're going to be expected to spend during this time, which I think is very sad, because I think that this time could be a really great time to just engage with family, you know, engage in a deeper connections. But that's just what I think. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that do not go and have fun. I'm not saying do not go and spend your money. It is your money at the end of the day. I'm just saying provision for your fun. I'm just saying budget it. I'm just saying have control over your finances over this festive season and still have fun. Right, guys, thank you for watching up until this far. I know this was a very short video. I intended to make it short because, like I said, it's a festive season. No one is trying to save money at this moment. No one is trying to listen to anyone trying to say they should save money. But if you listened up until this far, I really appreciate it. Please comment down below. Maybe share your thoughts on what people can do, what activities people can do that do not require lots and lots of money and will still contribute to a good quality time with loved ones. Please also comment on the tips that I shared, what you think of them. If you have any more, do you have any more ideas of how people can get through the festive season without squandering their monies or without getting to January, have worries in January, right? Yeah, so please engage with me. I'll really appreciate it. You know, the whole shebang. Please keep liking. Please subscribe. If you're a newbie here, please do subscribe. I hope that you like me in this video. Please comment down below. Let's engage, let's share ideas. Until next time, guys, bye.